If you haven't set up the size of your digital planner, check out this video, but if you already did, let's start the design process. I will exit the Keynote app first and go to my GoodNotes app, and you do not need the GoodNotes app here. You can use pen and paper or anything to write down some notes. First thing we need to decide on are the sections of the digital planner. For my digital planner, I am thinking of having a dedicated front page as the first section, which I will design later on, and then followed by a yearly overview. The yearly overview will be a space where I will write down events that had happened this year just to see the different stuff in bird's eye view. The next section would be the monthly section, and the monthly section will contain some subsections, and the first one will be the calendar subsection. Usually, other people use this subsection to track and schedule all of their appointments and plans for the current month. I will also be doing that, but based on my experience from my past few years of using digital planners, I usually use this to add a memory overview of what activities and events happen in that current month. So that is what I'm going to use this subsection for. I'm not sure about what the next subsection after the calendar yet, so for now, I'm just going to list down the different ideas that I want to add to my monthly subsection. I'm thinking of adding weekly pages in this section for sure, but I also want to have an area where I can track some habits I want to work on in the current week or month. And this year, I also want to work on my health, so I want a space where I can plan my meals or notes regarding the workouts I plan to do. And those are the things that I want to mainly incorporate in my monthly subsection, and I was thinking of just having all of these points in one single page each week. It will be easier for me to maintain it and to also have all the information ready and right there when I am planning for the day or the week. I'm currently making a rough draft of what this page will look like, and I'm thinking of having the habit tracker in the upper right side of the page. I am also thinking of adding a mark on the space pertaining to the date and the habit just for tracking. And I also want a bigger space for planning my tasks and appointments, so I am reserving more than half of the page for this. I also want to have a space where I can do anything and write anything that comes to mind, so I am reserving the lower portion to be the notes area. And while designing the pages, I have also started thinking a little bit about the links that I will be adding later on, and I thought that I want to also be able to access the calendar page from each of the weekly pages and back. But I also do not want to use a button for this, so I am adjusting the habit tracker and adding a space where I can add a text for the current month. This will be the object that I will add a link to let me access the calendar page easily. Now below the habit tracker, I will add a space for my workout notes, and I don't think the remaining space below the workout notes is enough for the meal planning, so I am adjusting the task area so that the right side will be the meal planning area and the left side will be the task area that I can use to plan each day of the week. This page will most likely have some writing guides, but I also want to have a definite separation of the days in the task area, so I'm adding these bold lines to signify those. While designing this, I have also remembered that I want to be able to access the other weeks of the month from any of the weekly pages, but I also don't want to use buttons for this, so to make this possible, I will be adding a small calendar below the month and later on add links to these. I think that is for my monthly subsection. I have also thought of adding a goals page too, and I want the goals page after the yearly overview section and before the monthly section. The last section that I want to add in my digital planner is the pages section. This will contain all the pages that I can use for extra planning or journaling. If you want to add more sections in your digital planner, you're welcome to do so, but for me, this will be it, and in the next video, we will be creating the actual pages for these sections. Make sure to stay tuned, and this is Kazel, and until next time, bye!